Ladies and gentlemen, what's up? It's your guy, Mr. 945, coming back at you with another one. All right, y'all already know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff. But to a family, I wanted to come to y'all today with another one. I wanted to talk about bang for your buck, low budget, high value firearms. And yep, I already know budget is subjective to the individual. But let's just say, I don't even put a price on it. Budget is up to you. Like I said, it's subjective. Whatever's within your budget, go for it. Um, if you can get what you want, that's your money. You worked hard for it. Go ahead and grab it, right? Whether it be $1,000, $2,000, or three, four, $500. If it's your budget, that's your budget. Do not let YouTube gun tubers tell you how to spend your money, your hard-earned money. I want to tell y'all that there are some great options out there that don't require you to break the bank or sacrifice quality or reliability. We got manufacturers like Canic, Jonic, however you pronounce it, Taurus, Gerson, providing good quality products at a reasonable price so that the everyday person can get something when they need it. Plus, I don't think a bad guy is really going to notice what type of gun that you shooting or what type of gun you pointing at them. They only looking at that barrel. That's pretty much about it. They don't care if it's a high point. You pull up, they rolling out. Ideally. So you hear a lot of the gun tubers say, "Oh, I would never buy a Taurus, or I would never buy this, or I would never buy that." I'm hoping that's because of their experience with it and not just because of the name. because and I hope it's not because of the price either. Because just because a gun is not expensive doesn't mean that it's trash at the end of the day. You want a 2011, you don't have to buy a Staccato, right? You don't have to buy that. The Prodigy, that's cheaper. Hell, Gerson just came out with the 2311. You know what I'm saying? That's less than $1,000. Rock Island has a 2011. The high cap 9 mil full high cap, high capacity 9 mil. It's like 17, 18 rounds or something crazy like that. It's a 2011. You don't have to have the latest and greatest model. But if you got the bread, if you got the cash, the funds to do that, go for it, do it, do you, right? Even with shotguns, this goes for any kind of guns, right? You can get a Panzer M4 shotgun, Benelli clone. Y'all already know I got one of those. $400. You can get that Benelli M4, $1,700, $1,800. Whichever way you go, you still equally protected. And if you did, save your coins, you got more money for what? What's really important: ammo and training. And let's keep it 100, right? Most people not getting out there training every week. Most people getting guns. They may shoot them once a month. They may not, right? You may, over the lifetime of a gun, run 500, maybe even 1,000 rounds through it, right? So let's be real, right? Don't let the internet convince you that you have to spend a boatload of money to get a quality product. Even the big name models get recalled for issues, quality issues. It's no matter what gun you buy, all you got to do is put some rounds through it, see how it functions. Don't trust it just because it's from a big name company. Case in point, SIG, P320, and we are clear. So P320, they had their issues. The P365 had its issues. The MPX, that's a $2,000 gun, had its issues. And they came out with additional generations. Now, That's if they tell you that there's a recall. Smith & Wesson, one of my favorite brands, they have recalls. Every gun manufacturer has a recall of some sort. Whether or not they tell the public about it or not, that's on them. What you really want to look for in terms of a quality firearm, you really are going to have to get it in your hand, see how it feels. You can't just kind of judge it just based on you see it online or somebody, you saw a YouTube video and they said it was reliable. I said it was reliable, whatever. That's just one person's opinion on sometimes potentially a test model that was sent to them from the manufacturer, right? So take all of that with a grain of salt, even if it was from a regular guy like myself or, any of the other guys out there that aren't sponsored or anything like that. Still take it with a grain of salt because you still have to get out there and you have to experience it. You have to work through that specific model specimen that you have. I don't care what company is out there. Every company has a recall of some sort. If it's man-made, it's subject to fail. If it's robotically made, automation, it's subject to fail. The only thing perfect in this world is God. That's the only thing, only one, only being that you can trust. Outside of that, any and everything else is subject to fail, right? So how do you get around that? You don't. You learn, trial, and error, right? You don't always get what you pay for. Sometimes you get bang for your buck. Again, any gun can be trash. Any company can have a bad customer service rep that answers your call. I've worked in customer service before. I know how these 800 numbers and the people that work there, they hire regular people off the street. What do you think? So, in any way, don't let anybody tell you how to spend your money. That you need to ditch your Taurus, which is a great gun, by the way. This is a snap cap. You need to ditch your Taurus for a SIG, or you need to ditch your Gerson Beretta clone for the real deal Beretta, right? Nah. Or you need to ditch that AP5 MP5 clone for a real HK MP5. They do the same damn thing, one just for a little bit less money. Do your research. Look at the support. Look at the warranty. A wide range of honest feedback, not just a couple of folks, a wide range of honest feedback. And again, most importantly, you have to get that hands-on experience if you can. Go to the gun range. See if you're interested in one, try it out. Try it out. Go back multiple times if you can and try it out multiple times. But keep in mind, even at the gun range, those guns have been shot. They've got rounds through them, right? They're not fresh out the box. Some guns require a break-in period, but I say break the gun in yourself. If it say it require one, if it don't, it doesn't even matter. You have to test that firearm so that you know how it functions and how it works. So that's my spiel. Besides, again, look at what features you want, what you intend to use it for, whatever you need it for, and then you got to go from there. You have to learn by experience. You can't go based on someone's recommendation or someone else's experience. You have to learn for yourself. That's where your time in terms of practice, repetition, getting to the range, doing all of that. You got to do all of that for yourself. You really, you can't trust someone else's word on that. And you can't let somebody steer you to say, oh, buy one, cry once. You want a Beretta or whatever, so you got to get a Beretta. You can't get the Taurus PT92, or you can't get the Gerson Regard or whatever, because those are trash. They're going to cost less money, so there's less quality that's put into them. Nah, that's BS all day. Most manufacturers make a budget option in their catalog, and they have a more expensive option in their catalog. If you want to buy for the name, you can do that. Smith & Wesson, case in point. They just came out with the SD9 2.0 or whatever. $300 gun. Matches price point with this, right? Same thing with SIG. You can get a SIG P226 for what? About $1,000? right? Maybe 500, 600, 700 if it's used. Or you can get the P320 for roughly what, $400, $500, right? Every company makes a budget option, right? So if you don't buy based on name. Now, if you have a company that you rock with or whatnot, just because you kind of like how their guns are, that's fine. You know, that's what you want to do. That's fine. Again, at the end of the day, this is your money. You worked hard for that money. The end goal, in my opinion, is that every law-abiding citizen should be able to exercise their 2A rights and not have to break the bank to do it. That's why I like High Point. I don't own a High Point, but that's why I like it, because I like them. That's their motto, right? Same with PSA. I love it. Same with Bear Creek Arsenal, right? I love it. If not, it sounds like a form of gun control to me, though, right? If you're going to price people at a certain price point to get into a firearm, don't that sound like gun control? I don't know. Y'all tell me. Again, you don't have to buy once and cry once and buy once. Nah, optics, same thing, right? Sealy optics are good in my book. They work. They work. What you want is that gun or that function, that utility, that tool to work every time. And again, these are all man-made tools, so they will fail at some point. Some sooner than others. But again, look at what you're going to use it for. You may not put through the necessary round count for that optic or that firearm enough to see it actually fail. You know, so just keep that in mind when you all are out there shopping and you're looking at a lot of these videos and all of that good stuff. We have some good low budget, high value options out there. My 2 cents, again, find something that works for you within your budget and you will be just fine. There are good options out there. Quality, again, that can impact any brand. Recalls happen. Just be smart with your money. At the end of the day, be smart with your money. Expensive is not always better. Again, I can't stress enough. You gotta do your research. You gotta try these things out for yourself. At the end of the day, this is all a growth journey, right? I mean, you buy something, you learn what you like about it, you learn what you don't like about it, and you go to the next one. That's the slippery slope that this gun game, puts us in, right? It's the same thing with cars. Just because you buy a Toyota instead of a Lexus, doesn't mean, you're not going to get from point A to point B. Is that Toyota going to be less reliable than that Lexus? Right? No, right? So just think about it, put things into context, do what works for you, and it will be all right. Again, this is a journey. You're going to learn as you're going to grow. You're not only buy one firearm, but even if you did, if you just bought one, make sure you trust it by putting rounds down range yourself. And if it doesn't work out for you, then it doesn't. Because keep in mind, the $700-800 gun may not work out for you either, right? So it doesn't matter if you buy a SIG or Palmetto State Dagger. You can have issues with either one. So I'm gonna get off my soapbox. Again, I'm just another dude with an opinion on the internet. But let me know yours in the comments. In the meantime, again, as always, y'all stay safe, keep training, exercise those 2A rights, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Mr. 945, I'm out. Peace.